Hey everybody, let me get on to the right page. We got Snorri McSnorpants here. We gotta go to, whoops, I totally screwed that up. BP regular meeting, HTML agenda. I'm getting there. We got the open link, a new tab. Oh, download now. I'll join from your browser. Oh, good fluffle, blah, blah, blah. And join. Okay, we don't need to join the audio. Go back to here. Open in a new tab. Launch meeting. Open link. Join webinar. Let me go back to this. Take this off audio settings. This yesterday is why I was sounding so tinny yesterday, as I had it on the wrong. Hey Amy, hey Ganja. Yeah, they're not going yet. There they go. Hey Peter. Oh, I hear the trash man out there. Oh, here comes Grant. No, is that TJ? Hey Claudette, hello from Trinidad. Well, hello back at ya. Hi Prairie Breeze. You're in 7th for the Iditarod? Woohoo! That means money. I think the first 10 places get paid. Not that they get paid a lot, but they first 10, oh, it might be more than that. I'm going to move me up here because I need to go up here. What is on the agenda today? We have general public comments, approval of minutes. Agenda item 1 is a bid, water reclamation plant maintenance, estimate size 43 million. Yikes. And another 4 million. Then consent. So Bureau of Sanitation, streets project, wastewater flow and load study, and then a Bureau of Engineer, and then Public Works. So nothing really on the they have a sidewalk repair program number 12 might be something, but you'd, instead of having to wait till 12, you may want to do a multiple agenda items so that way you can talk up front. Just FYI. There are 34 teams, 33 teams. Yep, they lost. He lost a dog. Yeah, McDonald's for lunch is, you know, that's a good prize. We like it right there. There we go. Yep, we got Snorri with us today. And I'm going to raise my hand. That way I know. Absolutely, Ganja, and that gives you 2 of them. That way you can talk during the multiple agenda items. I think I might do that today too. You're thinking right today, Ganja girl. That'll give us a better time. Yeah. The sidewalk repair program for the ADA decision, the Department of Justice decision to fix all the sidewalks and the curb cuts was called the Willits decision, Willits, the Willits decision, Ganja Girl, if you want to refer to that. Here, I'll type it out. That might be spelled wrong, but it's Willits. Willits or Z, one of the two. And they had to spend $1.4 billion on fixing the sidewalks. And if they fix them, they can credit that decision. Just FYI. Oh, and by the way, you guys, my shoulder doesn't hurt anymore. I figured out what it was. For anybody that was in the sunshines this morning, I had checked my feet and checked them, and then my legs started spasming really bad, and so I checked my foot again, and I had a prickly in my shoe, and it was poking my toe. And that's what it was. Hey, Steven.
Audio test 1, 2, 3. Sounds like we are good on audio.
I agree, Peter. Trying to figure out what it is. Thank you. I'm with you there. I hate painkillers. Absolutely hate them. But I figured it out. So, woohoo, good thing. Told you sometimes it's just like a great big detective novel in my body.
Testing.
Testing, testing, it works.
Good morning to the attendees who are joining us here in the board's hearing room. If there's any member of the public who wishes to offer commentary on any of our agendized items or public commentary, please fill out a speaker card located in the back of the room, indicate which item you'd like to speak on, and hand it to me. I'll record your information for the record, and I will call upon you when we reach your item. Good morning as well to our attendees who are joining us on the virtual platform. I do see a couple of hands raised. I'm going to go ahead and go through our attendees and ask which item you would like to speak on. And we will go ahead and start with Audit LA. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Knight. I would like to do public comment in all agenda items, but I also wanted to ask it whether or not the commissioners received that report that I sent.
I can barely hear you. Can you speak clearly into your microphone? It's a large agenda. There's a large number of folks in our audience today.
Yes, no, I was saying I want to speak on public comment, all agenda items, but then I was also wanted to ask if the commissioners received, if you received the report I sent to you, and if it was forwarded to the commissioners.
I apologize, Audit LA. I heard the first part. Let me go make sure that our volume is up on the audio input on the boardroom PC, which controls my ability to hear. I did hear you say PC and all public comment and all items, but I did not hear the what you said after that. Give me one.
Oh, yes, I sent you a report to ask you to forward it to the commissioner so they know what I'm referring to. I was just wanting to see if that's been done yet, because.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you're referring to.
Oh, okay. I sent you an email. Look, if you find an email of a report, a CASP report I sent to you to distribute to the commissioners.
I'm the Director of Administration for the Board of Public Works. I receive thousands of emails a week. I apologize if I missed your email or if I did not forward it. The commissioners' emails are available. If you just enter their first last name at lacity.org, you can feel free to email them yourself.
Oh, okay, great. I'll do that because I prefer to do it directly.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Yvonne, good morning.
Good morning. I'd like to speak at general public comment and items 4, 5, 6, 7, and 12.
4, 5, 6, 7, and 12. Thank you.
Sure.
Mona M., good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Knight. I would like to speak general public comment and 12 and 13.
Public comment and 12 and 13. Very well. I have you down. I'll move to, thank you. I'll move to Jill.
Just general.
Thank you. Good morning, Gigi.
Good morning. I want to do general and I also want to do 12 and 13, please.
I have you down for general public comment and items 12 and 13. All right. If there's any members of the public who have joined us here in the hearing room, there are speaker cards located in the back of the room. If you'd like to offer public commentary, please fill out a speaker card. Indicate which item you'd like to speak on and your name for the record, and I will call upon you when we reach your item. And for our attendees who have identified that they wish to offer commentary on Zoom, I have Audit LA, Yvonne, Mona M, Jill, and Gigi. And now I see an additional hand raised on Zoom. Miriam, good morning.
Good morning. I would like to have a general public comment, please.
Very well. I have you down for public comment.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to ask that all of our attendees on the Zoom platform please speak loudly and clearly into your device. We do have a larger agenda today, and that means that our hearing room is fuller than usual, and it could be a little bit noisy with some background noise. Thank you. Time is 9:50. We should get started in approximately 10 minutes.
It is raining outside, you guys. We've got a storm coming in, that's for sure. Okay, thank you, Joe. And tell Fluffers we said hello. Yeah, right. He heard everything. Roll my eyes. And if you're not supposed to be able to send it to them and they don't get it and they get too many, what the hell? No, you're supposed to be able to send it to the administrative team. That's his job, and you reminded him Monday. You reminded him he should have went and looked for it, Audit. Yeah. Do you? You have 2 deer outside your window? Oh, how cool. That's way cool. I have 2 snoring dogs besides me. Yeah, I know, Audit. He is definitely playing the avoidance game. That's just BS. Cheers to you too, Joe Bananas. Yeah, that is just, I love that quote, raining outside. Hey, Justice. Yeah, thank goodness it's raining outside, not inside. It's almost that time for the babies. That's for sure. It's raining men. Are you rained in too? Yeah, it's raining everywhere. God's crying. God's crying, Public Works, over your irresponsibility. The angels are crying. Hi, Haggis. It's raining men. Hallelujah. Oh, how cool, Prairie. Hey, Eyes to See. Lovely T made a song for you. Aw. Hey, Miss Chicago Jane. Yeah, and, to respond earlier, what you had said about the chemo, Miss Prairie Breeze, I heard chemo um, messes with your feet and your hands, the neuropathy. Russell Crowe and Clive Owen. Yeah. It's raining men. Hallelujah. Do 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 do. I don't know the words to the song. I'm not a Joe Bananas. Shirt guys there? Paxel Taxel. Oh, yeah. That wasn't me. I didn't do it. I know, right? That is weird, isn't it? Don't they normally have it in most of the meeting rooms? Peter's saying that it's interesting that they don't have the US flag or the California flag present, nor do they say the Pledge of Allegiance. Yep, the Fire Commission says the pledge. But City Council doesn't either, does it, Audit? I don't think I've ever heard them. Amen, that's right. Oh no, that's not a good thing. Water in the basement is never a good thing, and I'm not jinxing my basement. Miriam, I hope you get that fixed. Yeah, way more important than this meeting, that's for sure. Yeah, it's raining here, eyes to see. I'm just across the lake from you. Yep, they've got this presentation up. Why? Why was there a lot of backlash against the flag a couple of years ago? Why? You would think they would have really fought for that. I know. I don't have any tea in the house. I normally do, but I found out mice really like tea. Oh no, stay safe, Miss Chicago Jane, that's for sure. I need spring too. I'm ready for spring. They're calling for thunderstorms here. I'm kind of wondering if it's actually going to come through. That's one of the nice things I like about being down here in the lower 48 is up in Anchorage. One of the easiest jobs in the entire world was to be the weatherman because you just probably were going to be right, maybe. And so you could just say whatever. And yeah. But down here, they say, oh, between 4 and 4:15, there's going to be a storm rolling through. And it is so nice to have that. Yep, I saw that, Henry, today at 2 p.m. 5 my time. Everybody, hello, Henry. Henry on his posted on his community tab, posted the meeting today for the Bar Association. And it is at 2 p.m. Pacific. Oh, wow.
Good morning once again to our attendees who are joining us in the board's hearing room. If you would like
Hey,
to,
David B.
for members of the public who would like to fill out, speak for members of the public who would like to offer public comment or commentary on any of our agendized items, please fill out a speaker card located in the back of the room on the table. Indicate which item you'd like to speak on and hand it to me. I'll record your information for the record and call upon you when we reach your item. Good morning as well to the Zoom attendees who have joined us recently and have their hands raised. I'm going to go ahead and go through the attendees who have their hands raised and ask if you would like to offer commentary on any of our items. And I'll start with Alfred Briggston. Good morning.
Just general public comment, thank you.
Very well. I have you down for public comment. I'm going to go ahead and put you back on mute and lower your hand. Brian Millen. Good morning.
Good morning, general comment.
Can you guys hear her snoring?
Very well. I have you down for public comment. I don't see any additional hands raised. If there are any members of the public who are joining, okay, eyes to see. Would you like to offer commentary this morning?
Yes, I would like public comment. Thank you.
Thank you. So I do see a number of other attendees on the virtual platform. So far I have Audit Yvonne, Mona, Jill, Gigi, Miriam, Alfred, Brian, and Eyes to See have identified them that they wish to offer commentary on our items this morning. If there are any additional commenters on the Zoom platform, please raise your hand at this time. Identify yourself for the record in which item you'd like to speak on. And seeing no additional hands raised, I also have two commenters in the hearing room. We should get started momentarily. Thank you for bearing with me.
I'll mute her for a minute or two so you don't have to listen to her. Great, I quit it and she stopped. I muted it. Good, okay, Peter. Yeah, it looks like we have Goat Puppet and Shirt Guy in the audience. And that's who it is too. It's Snoring. Snoring Girl. It probably didn't stick. No. Did you change it other than your normal name? And honestly, if it's just your first name, Scientology's not going to know. And they don't unless they come look at our thing. Well, I guess they can hear it on their YouTube channel. But there's no pictures or anything. Yeah, it is a full room. They've got like 13 items. Thanks, Justice. Thank you for saying that. She gets quite loud at times. Your tuxedo kitty is purring. Aw. I can, except for ganja, I'm in a chair too, so they affect me totally.
Recording in progress.
And of course, and we are now in record mode.
Thank you. Welcome everyone to the Board of Public Works meeting for Wednesday, March 5th. Mr. Knight, if you could take roll and establish quorum for us, please.
Yes, good morning, President Corson, Vice President Chavez, President Pro Tem Grant, Commissioner Kang, and Commissioner Mitchell are present. We do have a quorum. We're joined this morning by City Attorney Representative Virginia Choi. I'm TJ Knight with the Board of Public Works, and we have, President Corson, we have 9 public commenters on the Zoom platform. We have 4 multiple agenda item commenters on the Zoom platform. We have 3 public commenters here in the hearing room. I've distributed 1 public comment received on the Google public comment form from Barbara Brody. We have no neighborhood council commentary this morning.
Thank you, Mr. Knight. Colleagues, please note, after we take up public comment, we'll be making a motion to put items 4, 5, 8, and 12 on consent. Please review those before we wrap up public comment. We'll open up general public comment, which is an opportunity for the public to address the board on public interest items, and we provided up to 1 minute per person for a cumulative total of 10 minutes for the general public comment segment of each regular meeting. Testimony shall be limited in content matters which are within the subject matter jurisdiction of the board. The board may not take any action on matters discussed during the public comment period. We have quite a few individuals wanting to give public comment. I believe it's a total of 12. Please keep your remarks concise because it is only a maximum of 10 minutes. Bless you. And we will start with Goddess Transgender Queen.
Please approach the podium and you have 60 seconds to offer your comment.
Good morning. First of all, thank you our staff member start the timer before I even arrive on the stage. Second of all, my public comment is about the Public Work Volunteer Minister Program during the wildfire. And I know Public Work and started a volunteer minister program, and I applied to be the Public Work volunteer. But however, for whatever reason that public work was not identified to me, I was denied to becoming a public work volunteer minister. So in the future, I just wish that, we provide an equal opportunity to the member of the public to serve as a volunteer minister. And then instead of discriminating people, telling them, hey, you're not allowed to do whatever. We have a huge city, the sidewalk, we have billions, millions of projects need to be here. We need a volunteer minister, and then let's make sure everybody has an equal opportunity.
And that's 60 seconds.
Volunteer minister.
All right. Next up, we will go with Mr. Growley.
Right, Dianetic board, listen up.
So yeah, once again, impermissible restraint.
Watch your
Look at this
ears.
fucking bullshit. Why can't I have my full time on all items? Why do you want to fuck with me here this morning, Mr. Vahed? I think you're a dick. And I just say, I think. Now, if I said I believe you're an asshole, then I'm believing it's a fact. God hates you and you're going to hell, Snyder versus Phelps. And why do I say that? Because those goddamn Marines didn't appreciate the church telling them priests rape boys and you're all going to hell. Why do priests rape boys? I want to know why. Why does a man want to stick his dick in a young child?
Oh.
What's wrong with you men? And why does a woman want to lie with a woman? I don't fucking understand. But the day I show up on God's doorstep, I'm ready for the nuclear war.
Alrighty
Okay, next up,
then.
we will go with Puppet.
Yes, and again, thank you for starting my time prematurely in violation of the ADA.
I'll pause your time. So
Where
just
the-
to address the the 3 comments that were received on the starting of the
nigger.
timer,
Yes,
I paused
nigger.
your time.
Yes, nigger.
To address the 3 comments on
Okay,
starting the
nigger.
time. It is in the board rules that we start the time when we call upon
Yes,
the
nigger.
person.
No, you're just a nigger, that's all. That's why you do it. It's the nigger thing to do. Where are my goddamn streetlights on 8th Street and CD1? What'd you do with my streetlight money?
Do not
All the
condone
way at
the
8th Street
verbiage.
from Vermont all the way to Alvarado. They have not turned our streetlights back on. Every one of them is off. Yet on the border was CD10 west of Vermont on CD10. Your president has given them the money to repair every one of their streetlights. So why are the brown-skinned poor niggers over there in CD1 not getting the same fucking services that CD10 and the Koreans are getting? And that's going to be on Friday's agenda in the immigration and equity. Look up the agenda.
Me too.
Turn on
It is not
my
cool.
fucking street lights so I can stop coming here
Ugh.
and looking at this ponytail faggot.
And that's 60 seconds.
Thank you. Well, that's the end of the in-person general public comment. We'll go to the Zoom platform, Mr. Knight.
Thank you, President Corson. We'll start with Audit LA. Good morning. Good morning, Audit LA.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. I went to the fire commission yesterday because the cult of Scientology is beginning their attempt to endless permits again to close the street. Whenever they do this, they always block the fire lane, the required fire lane. So I went to the fire commission, who said that they don't enforce anything dealing with permits, including the fire lane. That would be you guys. And so I'm here to say, I am adamant that those fire lanes are open. I don't want to hear, because I know they try to, boo-hoo to the fire department that they're in danger. None of that's true. A year's worth of protesting, they've gotten no restraining orders, no convictions, nothing against anyone. They're peaceful protesters. And so it's nonsense. So I am going to put it like it needs to stop. Them blocking the fire lanes. They've been doing it for 30 years, mind you. They're saying it's because of new protests, but it's been 30 years they've been blocking the fire lanes.
Thank
The
you.
residents deserve.
And we'll move next to Yvonne. Go ahead, Yvonne.
Thank you. Thank you. I want to talk about those upcoming permit for special events. 222 and 241 are the numbers related to them. They should be denied because they have not yet paid for the full fees and assessments for the prior permits of last year. They owe the city and they should not be given future events. In addition, they should not be given events because they still have issues regarding the planters and the other permitting problems and sound violations still outstanding. They're not good with the city. They should not be privileged and have a special event permit issued to them. Thank you.
We'll move next to Mona M.
Thank you, Mr. Knight. Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you. I too had wanted to talk about the permit issues, in that the permits and the planters, even though the planters are moved, they were put there in violation of the ADA, but also in violation of the First Amendment to prohibit people from having freedom of speech. And that goes exactly against the UNRRA and the civil rights. And with that, I yield back my time.
And we'll move next to Jill.
Okay, I'm going to still continue on the planter issue. It should not have taken that long to remove them. The cult of Scientology is not to be trusted. Moving forward, you need to get a permit auditor, someone that will babysit and hold their hands and make sure that they're doing everything the right way. You are to post every portion of the permit on your website so people can see what they're doing. You cannot go for a street vacation, because if you do, you're blocking off one of the thoroughfares that go directly to their emergency room at the hospital, which poses a grave danger to people. And this is not a theocracy. You cannot allow them to make a street vacation to make it Vatican City. At that point, you might as well put on barbed wire fences like they did in the Holocaust to hold in their captives that are in that cult right now. If you do that, you might as well be a Nazi collaborator. Bye.
And we'll move next to Gigi.
Hey, today I want to speak about the street vacation that Scientology is trying to get on L. Ron Hubbard Way. They tried this in the past and it didn't work, and now they're trying now. And there's 2 hospitals that are right there that are going to be affected if there's no throughway for them. There's also an issue that I thought of because of this. Like, instead of the street vacation, why don't we just make y'all some more money and put metered parking there? Because there's hospitals there. Like, look out for the hospitals there. Help them out with more parking. Help make it easier for them to get places. Help the neighborhood so that there's not excessive traffic on other streets because that street's not available anymore. Like, but metered parking would make y'all a lot of money on that street. Like, go ahead and put meters in all along L. Ron Hubbard Way.
We'll move next to Miriam. It looks like Miriam has dropped. We'll move next to Alfred. Go ahead.
2 years ago, an activist known as William Good was arrested for a bogus 56.11 violation for blocking the public right-of-way. He was charged, as 5612 outlines, with a $2,500 fee, as well as given a bogus charge of vandalism. Scientology has been doing that on Fountain, L. Ron Hubbard, and Catalina. It's per violation per day as a new charge. I did the math. They owe the city over $1 million alone on just one charge. Why are you not going after them with a 5611 and 12 violation? You know they're breaking the law, and now Bill Delvec has the audacity to try to get a bogus public street vacation. How can they be in good standing when they break the law? Not my word, the law. 5611, a guy was arrested, a black man nonetheless, and you say you can't do any.
We'll move next to.
Hold on, Mr. Knight. 2 gentlemen in the front, this is your one and only warning. Please do not disturb the meeting or you'll be asked to leave.
We'll move next to Brian Millen. I apologize if I'm mispronouncing your last name. Go ahead, Brian.
Nope, it's good. Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, chapter 2, I started last week. This is a whole, like, a big can of worms, because I didn't realize how insidious this encroachment of Scientology has been. I was, like I told you before, I was held captive on L. Ron Hubbard or away between both sides blocked by Scientology, telling me I had no right to be there, which is not true. It is a public street. It's an LA-owned street. They set up planters in violation. I found out they have no parking signs, which is also a violation. Nothing's being done. It's been over 8 months. People have been telling you people what has been going on, and you are blind and deaf to the whole thing. I work with blind deaf people. I'm a sign language interpreter. I will communicate that to you. If you could see me on screen, I will sign it to you. Do not let this cult of Scientology take over LA. That's their whole goal. And you're standing by saying, oh, it's okay, it's all right. And it's happening right under your nose. Listen to the people who are telling.
And that's 60 seconds. We'll move next to Eyes to See.
Hello, can you hear me all?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. I wanted to talk about the street vacation of L. Ron Hubbard Way. I wanted to know, has Scientology paid the required $14,000, $920 deposit for the street vacation? And also, just for the record, L. Ron Hubbard was a convicted felon, so you know. Please stop the biasness of the street vacation. Please, I implore you to stop conflict of interest. I want to thank you. Children's voices matter. Escuchar a los niños. I yield back my time.
President Corson, I do see an additional hand raised on the Zoom platform. If you like, I can call on that attendee to see if they wish to offer public comment.
I think by my count, we've already exceeded the 10 minutes, so we'll go ahead and close general public comment and move on to multiple agenda items, public comment. The board will provide an opportunity for members of the public wishing to speak on more than one agenda item during multiple agenda item comment for up to 1 minute per item for a total of 3 minutes per meeting. This is the only time to speak on more than one agenda item. We'll start with Goddess. You have items 12 and 13, so you will have 2 minutes.
Okay. Do not start the timer. Okay. Item number 12. Item number 12. Thank you. Start the timer 10 seconds early. It's about the sidewalk repair. Thank you. Dear dynamic president, I really don't know how many times that you actually watch the city council meeting. Your board are making like hundreds of millionaires every single year, and then do you understand why? Every year in the city of LA, if you care to watch the city council meeting, hundreds of trip and fall. And then every year, millions of billions, sometimes, pay out to those people because you guys failed to repair the sidewalk. So, I'm really lucky, but again, at the same time, I'm not fortunate enough to be one of those. But they are making a huge amount of money because you failed to do your job to repair the sidewalk. And the most important, I have several friends, they are wheelchair user. Some people have a luxury wheelchair. They are electrically motored, right? So nobody push. But a lot of my friends, we were not fortunate. We have the manual wheelchair. When they see a bump on the sidewalk, they are stuck. They cannot just call the board president and then the board president will be in vacation. Nobody can help them, unfortunately. Next one is called about the item 13 is about the Metro and DOT. Again, I don't know how many times that when we are talking about a Metro project that when I'm waiting on the Metro bus stop, there's no bathroom. And then our board member right here told me I'm not allowed to urinate on the street. But at the same time, board president, if you do not have a bathroom access within 1 mile radius of the bus stop, what can I do?
That's 2 minutes.
Can you blame me for that?
All right. Next, we have Mr. Growley. You did not indicated all items, which means you will have a total of 3 minutes.
Thank you, sir. Now, whether or not you believe me or not, you asshole taxpayers in the audience who pay for these sidewalk repairs, how many years have we heard about this Willits versus the city of Los Angeles, where a few individuals in their fucking wheelchairs allowed the city of Los Angeles to negotiate the terms of how we as the public are to make our sidewalks safe? Now, it's not that we're storing in a public area, no. It's just that, as you heard earlier, under breaking the law 5611, some jackassholes from the city departments want us to fix our sidewalk and streets. But that should not happen. We're paying for sidewalk and street repairs. We're paying for potholes. We're paying for ADA coordinator to consolidate all these issues back to this public works with that dickhead David Simon. What's wrong with that jive nigger? I'll tell you what's wrong with that jive nigger. He's all a bunch of talk. And he talks a lot of fucking bullshit about the disabled population. Just like that fucking cult Scientology that put those fucking barriers up on the sidewalk, jackass. Yeah, I'm talking to you, rookie. Now you know where I come from, huh? I don't wear this uniform to be a little bitch. I'm a simplified faggot, a part of the LGBT queer. And this fucking queer knows how to drive, and drive. If they ever make me carry a rifle, the first fucking Democrat on the street is who I will pull the trigger on, if I may. But today I speak about the conditions of our sidewalk repairs and our streets, the conditions that most of us fucking retarded asshole motherfuckers that pay for these taxes get nothing done with the infrastructure, Azzo. Does that sound familiar? So if you want to get in the Golden Gate arena with Trump, say so. Build, create, and get our infrastructure up to date. Almost sounds like a rhyme, huh? But it's not a rhyme. It's a fucking crime when your fucking criminals take away from the public who pay taxes. Just like those dickheads in Huntington Park built that fake park. And now I can't go swimming and show off my dick skills, you dickhead. So now you know. Now you're absolutely absurd about that shit, huh?
And that's 3 minutes.
All right, we'll go to multiple agenda items on the Zoom platform.
I signed up.
I only have you down for item number 1.
I signed up multiple.
Which is the second or third item you'd like to speak on?
All items.
All right, you will have a total of 3 minutes.
All right. There it is. Look at that, baby.
It's a shock
That's
factor,
been there
eyes to
for
see.
3 years. It's completely empty. It's filled with leaves. It's got grates on it. One person steps through there, they're going to lose their foot. I have put 8 requests through 311. 844 South Hoover Street. I went to the council office. Nothing. In fact, they said your board has a policy. Is this true? That you will not replace those caps? Is that true? Because that's what they said, that they can't replace those caps. So that fucking thing sits there and gets filled up with leaves and trash, and it's got just these steel exposed girders. Goes down 3 feet. And I call because people every day get out of their cars at night and they walk right over that fucking thing. When is somebody going to lose their foot? Now, I'm telling people as soon as it happens to contact me, and I will give their lawyer all of my requests so that they can sue you motherfuckers personally. I want you fuckers to be sued. I want them sued personally on this board, whoever the fuck that was.
Which item are you talking? Which item are you talking about?
I'm talking about sidewalk repair.
Oh.
I want you personally held liable, not this city paying you. I want you fucking personally sued.
What are the other items
and
you'd
held
like to
accountable
speak on?
in a court of
You're
law.
speaking on a single item at the moment.
For endangering.
You need to speak on more than one item.
Yeah, we are. Okay.
What's the second?
The only way that I can do this.
Which other item are you speaking on other than the sidewalk item?
Items. It's all items.
We only hear you talking about the sidewalk item.
Right now, this is $2 million.
Please stay on topic, or we'll have to cut off your time.
You don't care that this is a $2 million claim. You don't give a fuck that somebody's going to put their.
Is there a second or third item you like to speak on?
So that's the problem, isn't it? So we'll just go item number 1, Fuck item number one. You don't have the money for item number one. You need to pay for 844 South Hoover Street in that hole. Fuck item number two. You don't have the money for item two because you're going to have to pay when somebody injures their foot $2 million on 844 South Hoover Street because you won't replace a little concrete lid. Item number three. Fuck item number three because you don't have the money to do it because you're going to get your asses sued off.
It's
when
not funny, but
844
it
South
is one
Hoover
way to
Street
get
files a
through
claim
the
when somebody
items.
breaks their foot.
How is your
into that
comment
fucking
relevant
well.
to item number 3 regarding the bid withdrawal?
It's a bid withdrawal, right? It's on the fucking agenda, right?
What are you trying to comment on regarding
You
the bid
guys
withdrawal?
have to stop this. This lady has no accountability to you.
That's your time. All right, Mr. Knight, we'll move on to the multiple agenda items on the virtual platform, please.
Very well. President Corson, we'll go ahead and start with Audit LA. Go ahead.
Yes. Hi, good morning. I'm going to start from the last one, the Metro and DOT projects. Okay, there's a Metro stop at Sunset in Vermont. It is 1 block away, okay, from L. Ron Hubbard Way. And it's such a busy stop that it requires 4 elevators to go down to the platform level, not the typical 2. And but yet here on I've submitted a report to Mr. Knight. You haven't received it yet, but I will send it individually to all the commissioners and to Ms. Choi and whoever else in the city attorneys. Okay, that there are fake. And this is a certified report that the no parking signs seem to be fake, and that there's no red line, no parking on L. Ron Hubbard Way, even
Which
though it's
item are
being
you
enforced.
speaking on, Speaker?
13, okay? Because I'm saying this is a city block that is 1 block away from a major metro station, and it is a DOT street. It is public. And you guys are enforcing it as if it's private, no parking. It is not only, okay, a major artery to the hospitals, it is a 1 block
Please stick
away
to the item.
artery
This is
to the
multiple agenda
metro.
item comments.
I am on agenda item comments. I'm saying, how are you having a street with no parking when it's not legitimate, so close to a metro
Which
stop, and you're
item
not
regards parking in the streets?
Okay, listen to me. This is for DOT, which is the street, and the metro, which is a block away. Do you not understand that, like, connection? That you are enforcing the no parking of a street that's not a no parking street, so close to a major metro stop. I don't understand, Ms. Choi, why you don't understand that. Okay, now let me go to the sidewalk repair one. Also in this report, you will see it talks about a sidewalk in front of Scientology on Fountain Avenue. I can't even go down it. I refuse, because once I went down it, I almost got flipped out of my, the motorized kind too. Not even just the non-motorized kind. My motorized chair, I almost got flipped out. And then I did get stuck. I could not get beyond. I had to have people unlock my chair to make it pushable to get out of it. That's how bad it is. And then all the planners there even made it worse. And I want to know, like, when are you going to fix it? And I want to know whose responsibility is it? Because the other person made a good point. Does the repair of that sidewalk belong?
Do you have any comments to make about the bid specifications?
This
on that
is,
as well?
yeah,
What's
I
the
want a
right in
bid. This
regard?
is about sidewalks, okay? A report.
It's not generally about sidewalks. It's about bid specifications. and
Okay, I want a
connection
bid
with the sidewalk.
specification. I need to know, who do I get a bid for? Does it go to Scientology, or is it the city's responsibility to fix that street? Okay, now I want to go to the water one. Okay.
That's 3 minutes.
Okay.
We'll move next to Yvonne. Please identify which item you're speaking on.
Thank you. I have to get my voice first. Number 5. Actually, all of up to number 5, it would help if you had the implementation date and when you desired implementation date and when you expect or desire to have the construction completed by. In addition, all of those types of items on the agenda should have where the money is coming from. Without that clear and front facing, it confuses the public, and it would benefit the board to be able to understand how the money is flowing through the
Caller,
finances.
are you trying to speak regarding the bid submitted by the contractors?
Yes. When you're making an assessment, you need to know where the money's coming from and when the end date of the contract is desired. And you guys right now need to know that because you're not in normal operating mode. You're in a governmental situation of
Caller, it's
flux.
unclear which item you're speaking on. Can you please identify the item and stick to the topic?
Sure. Number 5. Who's funding it? When do you expect it to be completed? What is the WAG, the wild ass guess of how much it's going to cost? And what is the SWAG, the scientific wild ass guess? You don't know because you don't have it defined. Number 6, that says street vacation in example or a property exchange. And number 6 is a small amount of money for a removal of an encroachment and or easement on a piece of property. Now, when you're talking about a street closure or some other property, the city normally would have to go through a public bidding where it's open bid for anyone. And I hope that if you do vacate a road in the future or any other property, that it goes through the normal disposal of capital property. Open it up to bids and anybody can buy it. Don't just give it away. Property is precious in Los Angeles, in case you hadn't noticed. Number 7, the Green Street, good. Do it if you can afford it. Again, know that you're managing money in a time where money is not secure if the funding is coming in any way through the federal government.
We'll move next to Mona M. And you've identified 2 items that you'd like to speak on. Please identify which item you're speaking on, and your 2 minutes starts now.
Absolutely. Let's start with number 12. Contrary to popular belief, all people should have all abilities to be able to utilize the public rights of way, the path of travel, and sidewalks. Sidewalk repairs, the bids coming in should include all ADA requirements. Contrary to popular belief, people with disabilities, people with mobility impairments pay all sorts of damn taxes, and my money goes into there too. So, as the bid process, I should hope that all ADA requirements are included in that, all sidewalk repairs are included in that, and of course, that could be installed to the Willits decision and credited towards the $1.4 billion that the city has to pay through the Department of Justice decision. Number 13, for the transit, for the transportation. Smelly urinals that are really elevators and getting stuck on elevators. As a person in a wheelchair, I have been stuck on several of your elevators. Not fun, especially in the evening when there isn't somebody to come repair it and you're stuck on a platform and you can't get down and out of it. So repair of elevators, making sure that the path of travel is a part of that is imperative. Thank you, and I yield back my time.
And that concludes multiple agenda item commentary this morning, President Corson.
Thank you. With that, we'll close multiple agenda item public comment for today's meeting and move on to the approval of minutes for Monday, February 24th. If there is a second to my motion. Thank you, Mr. Knight. There's a first from myself and a second from Commissioner Mitchell.
Very well. We'll go ahead and take a roll call vote on approval of minutes, starting with you, President Corson.
Aye.
Vice President Chavez.
Aye.
President Pro Tem Grant.
Aye.
Commissioner Kang.
Aye.
And Commissioner Mitchell. All items and approval is unanimous.
Thank you. Now I'd like to make a motion to put items number 4, 5, 8, and 12 on consent. If there is a second to my motion.
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Knight. There is a first from myself and a second.
We're going to
from Vice.
leave the the audio part of the webinar because they're going to do what they're going to do. And they're going to vote yes on everything anyways, so I don't know why we even worry about it. And Ganja, I'm sorry they messed up and didn't do it. They didn't call you. I don't think they had a time limit on the multiple agenda items. I don't think that I've heard that ruling. The Cure and Correct needs to, hey Kathy, the Cure and Correct audit needs to say, why the hell do they change the rules? Sometimes I wonder, Gina, if he is aligned with Sciento. Sometimes. That report not getting distributed, like she said 3 times. 3 times she's told him, and it still hasn't. That, to me, is totally sus. Yeah, they don't have a time limit, so no meetings. The public comments over, Nisa. Sorry. I mean, you could call in on a single item, but they're going to take some on consent. They're basically done. Yeah, that's got me totally buffaloed. That's absolutely asinine. When you have an administrative director or assistant director and you say, "Did you get my report?" and they say no, they should walk their slimy ass right back to the office right then and there. Right then and there and say, "Nope, here it is." Not, "Oh, no, I get 1,000 emails." That's bullshit. Oh, sorry. We're sorry, Nisa. Next time you'll get in. They didn't do everybody anyways because they ran out of the 10-minute time slot. A food truck mall. It doesn't matter. They still should have walked their slimy asses back there and said, "What? What is this report?" Because it was told it was a CAS report. That's inexcusable for a department. And I know it went it's frozen anyways. Okay, you guys, one more down the books, but today was some really important information. Yep, she may have to hand deliver it. And then let them make copies, spend their money on making the copies. And then make sure that they get CC'd and they have to sign. You hand them a summary page saying, have people check it off, like in kindergarten. Have everybody check it off. Make sure you got a copy of it. It's like trying to herd ducks or something, herding cats. Not hurting, herding. Amazing. Yes, well done, everyone. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Ganja, sorry they didn't get to you on the multiple. Miriam, hopefully your water's not leaking too bad. So, okay. Right. And it would be colored. So, very good. I'm going to go eat some lunch. I'll talk to you guys